So let's kick off with something most people don't realize. By the time a man reaches 50, almost 1 out of 2 will notice some degree of sexual performance difficulty, according to findings from the Cleveland Clinic. The surprising part, most won't ever bring it up with their physician. Instead, they chalk it up to stress, getting older, or just accept it as inevitable. But the reality is very different. Aging doesn't automatically mean intimacy or performance has to decline. In fact, the actions you take, especially right before sleep, can dramatically impact your rest quality, hormone balance, circulation, and yes, how strong your morning performance feels. A simple drink makes a bigger difference than you might think. And no, this isn't about gimmicky powders or shady pills online. It's about proven natural strategies that support nitric oxide activity, optimize testosterone, and improve blood flow to the pelvis. These are the biological foundations of sexual vitality. And there's one specific nightly routine, a drink backed by solid research that enhances vascular health, stabilizes hormones, and helps you start the day with focus, energy, and confidence. Stick with me because we're breaking down what it is, how it works, and what studies really show. But we won't stop there. You'll also learn how hydration before bed influences testosterone, why the when is more powerful than the how much, what nutrients directly fuel your blood vessels, how circulation, not just hormone count, is the game changer, and the hidden connection between sleep cycles, nitric oxide, and morning performance. This isn't a quick fix miracle, but it is something you can implement tonight without risk, without expense, and with real potential. I recommend it often to patients who feel their spark is dimming, mornings are sluggish, or desire is dropping. Because here's the bottom line, sexual health is whole body health. It's your vessels, your hormones, your nerves, all working in sync. When even one link falters, function suffers. The good news: each of those systems can be supported with small, consistent, practical habits starting tonight. So let's walk through it step by step, the same way I would with a patient in my office. We'll separate myths from science, replace fear with facts, and give you actionable tools that actually fit real life. Because you deserve clarity, not confusion. You deserve knowledge that lifts you, not shames you. And you deserve to wake feeling like yourself again. Here's something that surprises most of the men I work with. The majority of erectile difficulties aren't caused by testosterone shortage. They're vascular in nature, which means it's about blood flow, not just hormones. In fact, a pivotal study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology showed that erectile issues often serve as one of the earliest red flags of cardiovascular disease. Why? Because penile arteries are among the tiniest in the body. And when narrowing starts, they're the first to show it. Picture your circulatory system as a massive network of highways and side streets. To achieve and maintain firmness, traffic has to move swiftly through wide, open, flexible routes. If those roads are stiff, narrowed, or clogged, circulation slows and performance falls short. So what manages these roads? One of the main players is nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, or NO, is produced by the cells lining your blood vessels, and it allows them to relax and widen. This process is called vasodilation. That's the very mechanism that drugs like Viagra amplify. But here's the key. Your body can produce nitric oxide naturally if given the right fuel. And that's where your bedtime drink comes in. Certain natural compounds like nitrates, flavonoids, and antioxidants directly boost nitric oxide production, especially when consumed at night. During sleep, your body is primed for repair. Giving it these building blocks right before bed strengthens that process. A well-known University of Exeter study published in Hypertension found that nitrate-rich beet juice enhanced vascular function in just hours and continued to improve blood pressure and blood flow with regular use. The same applies to erectile tissue. Think of that tissue like a sponge to inflate. It needs strong fluid pressure. Nitric oxide opens the faucet. If the faucet's blocked, the sponge never fills. That's why morning performance often falters. It's a circulation problem in disguise. So here's your first action step. Prioritize blood flow before turning to hormone replacement or exotic pills. Optimizing vascular health is the foundation. And one of the simplest, safest ways is by sipping a nitric oxide supportive drink an hour before sleep. In a moment, I'll show you exactly what that drink is and why it works. But if this is connecting dots for you, give this video a like and keep watching because you deserve science that empowers, not misleads. Now, let's talk specifics. The drink I recommend most often for men over 50 dealing with sluggish performance, especially in the morning, isn't exotic, isn't pricey, and carries almost no risk. It's beetroot juice. Nitrate-rich beetroot juice, taken in a modest serving, 1/2 to 1 cup, about an hour before bed. Why beets? Because they're one of nature's richest nitrate sources. Your body transforms these nitrates into nitric oxide, the exact molecule that relaxes blood vessels and drives circulation, including to erectile tissue. A 2015 randomized controlled trial published in the American Journal of Physiology confirmed that beetroot juice raised nitric oxide and improved endothelial function in healthy adults. Another study in hypertension research demonstrated that even a single serving lowered systolic blood pressure, clear evidence that vasodilation was taking place. For a mental image, picture your arteries as garden hoses. Over time, buildup from poor diet, stress, and inflammation collects inside, narrowing and stiffening them. That makes water or blood flow sluggish. Beetroot juice acts like a gentle flush, restoring smooth flow when used consistently. And there's more. Beets contain betalains, antioxidants that protect the delicate endothelial lining that actually produces nitric oxide, meaning you're not just boosting nitric oxide in the moment, you're supporting your body's long-term ability to make it naturally. Now, timing matters. I recommend drinking it 60 and 90 minutes before bed. That's enough for your digestive system to turn nitrates into nitrites and then into nitric oxide, syncing perfectly with your body's nightly repair cycle. A couple clinical tips. Always choose pure beetroot juice with no added sugars or preservatives. If you dislike the earthy flavor, mix in tart cherry juice, another antioxidant-rich sleep-friendly option. Begin with small amounts to see how your body reacts. Since some people experience mild digestive changes at first, this is something I encounter often. Men arrive frustrated with performance issues, but no one has ever evaluated their vascular health. This simple nightly ritual opens that conversation. And just a reminder, drop a comment below if this resonates. Has anyone explained nitric oxide to you before? Let's talk about it because men deserve to fully understand how their bodies actually work. Up next, I'll unpack why the timing, particularly after 9 p.m., is crucial for maximizing these benefits.